Or you can just click on it also. He's not ready. I need to go flip my food in the oven though here in like 3 minutes. Flip it, bro. My fries and my little popcorn shrimp that I'm gonna try. And I bought frozen in the. Yeah, that's all I'm on. You know what I meant. You know what I meant. And just give it a shake, bro. That's why I call flipping it. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little shake. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it ain't sticking to the pan. $2.70. Yeah, bro, that shit up there is like a goddamn NASCAR track. Yeah, yeah, it's bad. Yeah, right before Easton. Yeah. I'll be right back. Oh, it's a Hamilton. A yeah, dang, bro. Ah, ah. I wasn't gone for an hour. And the whole reason I left to go to the bank is because you wasn't ready yet. Yeah, bro. That's why you about to catch this fat ass L, bro. You about to catch Big L, the rapper. Bro, I'm about to drop 77. Yeah, bro. I'm my score 77, and I'm gonna allow 6 points. I'm just playing. Nah, there's no injuries. Nah, I'm just playing. That was bad. Nah, for real though, I think I'll put up 42. Yeah. I really do think I'll put up 42. Alright, bro. I'm gonna hit one more of these grabs, and then I'm gonna fucking buy some weed here later. I'm gonna give you like a gram or 1.5 or something. Cause you've been hooking me up the past couple days. Oh, I'm talking to Miguel. I didn't even know what you guys were talking about, but that was funny though. You said I don't need weed. Oh, yeah, you're right. I don't even remember who all I bet about that game, but I bet so many people. I bet my roommate and my other friend Mitchell too. You'll be in pain though. A Kalima, yeah. You never seen the what is that? Raiders. Yeah, yeah. I'm sure you've seen it, Kenny. Yeah. Isn't that Raiders of the Lost Ark? Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, the same one. Them damn Nazis. Hey Joe, when I was at the Haunted Hoochie, bro, they were fucking. I think I already told everybody else this. They were fucking playing these videos of like fucking the 9/11 attacks and shit like that. Like, what the fuck? And I was like, bro, what the fuck kind of weird ass shit? Like Nazi Germany and shit. Like, I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, it definitely was. Yeah, it's definitely different. It's definitely different. That's for sure. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's what I've always been told too. Like my friend Mikey worked there, and the chick I used to fuck with, Kenzie, worked there too. I just hit Kenzie up the other day, like, what's up? Like, get me in for free. She's like, nah, I can't get you in for free. And only on Thursdays. I was like, damn. I know, who the fuck's going to the Haunted Hoochie on Thursday? Bitch, I got a job to go to. Damn. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. Hell no, not yet. He's scared. He heard 77 and he started quivering in his boots. No, no, I'm just like, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Bro. Bro, check yesterday's date. You might have that on there. uh, About to get crazy. I'm just gonna wear brown. Nothing exciting. If I could wear a suit and tie, I'd wear it out there. I'm coming to do some business. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Cleveland Browns. Let's field it a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw again on second down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
218, chop.
On second and 15 now.
Oh, good shit.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Yeah.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out.
All right, hold up. All right, let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking.
Their defense, that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
He looked like he was dead.
Hey, 20. Mike. 53. Mike. What is it?
Throwing on third down, Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the Browns' 12-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go with Chubb on second down. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Mayfield. Flushed out right.
Wow.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time. And I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Yeah, he looked down and took a step.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the regular. Real. Spawn. Hey, Haywood. Go. Hurry. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
Throwing again on second down. Mayfield.
I
Incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. Maybe lucky to have that one back. Third down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
King.
That's taken in by Callaway. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Steps away to his left. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21.
Hey, alert!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. 7-7, our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. They're looking at a 3rd and 6 here to start things out.
Move with it.
Here we go. Lakini. Greg. Let's go. 53 to Mike. 53.
A shotgun snag for Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Smooth. Hurry. 97's the mic. We ain't giving up nothing today. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go. Regular. Here we go. Go. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield rolling to his left. He's got the ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
180. I'm going to run you over.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even... Quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Gun. Hey. Go. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
To throw again. Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Gun.
On 3rd down, Newton. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Man, I thought that was going to turn out better than it did.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 78 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
Baker's out here slinging it. Sorry, my bad.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 23 yards on the play.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hell yeah, he did. Look, he ain't even on fire no more. He was like, damn.
They'll set up the throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal.
A 29-yard attempt.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
No, dude.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Mike 50. Hey, Mike 7. Hurry, hurry. That's track. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Like
Mayfield buying time to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle.
Oh,
shit. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah,
so
that's
with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gostkowski, whoa, he missed it. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He may try and run for this. He's got the first down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession. No turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill.
Denzel Ward with the weakest hit ever.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The point after try for Gostkowski. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 16 yards, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mayfield flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a first down following a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mayfield on 1st down, being chased out left. Now Mayfield lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. They had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right?
I didn't know better. I thought I was gonna keep human juking them. No, not doing too well. You said this year's game get checked a few times.
You got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
They'll start on the ground with Barber. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
2nd and 9 now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. First down, Mayfield. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They give to Chubb out of the gun. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hurry! 64, weak. Check Mike 54.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. That's running out of steam and it won't get there. lifted just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Damn, tiny boo.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
Bro, no matter what happens this quarter, it's been a good game. We're playing against you.
Here we go.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Okay. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly. Receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Here's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Describe the scenario,
you needed that.
Tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big 3rd down. Oh, shit. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, and
in need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Yeah, it did look like that, didn't it?
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Mayfield looks to throw. This is caught.
I don't give a fuck, bro. That was a sweet-ass kick. I don't care if I
gotta get some closer, but now it's 4th and goal.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't.
Damn.
How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
He putting Cam in. What the hell?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Escaping the pressure right. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the 1st. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Usually, unless they give him the
Identity 3. Check 53. Hey, time. 20. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That one complete to Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now it's Newton. Buying time to his left. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the gain that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's back to throw, being chased out left. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. The 40, the 30, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now for the point after. And this is off the left upright, but he banks it through. How about that one? They're all through up in Detroit. And it was the Patriots that wound up winners in that one. Andy Dalton, 3 touchdown passes to help lead the way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Newton. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Newton. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Flush to his right. Now Mayfield lost the football.
Probably still had it.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Cleveland, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Damn. I got hella experience from that game. Damn. Damn. Good game. And who'd the Packers lose to? Well, look and see. The Eagles. Why don't you change your shit? Oh, you can't. Pretty sure you can, but just go to your roster. That's whack. Yeah, you're right. You can't change them. Oh shit, I'm watching my own broadcast that is going on live. How is that possible? What's happening? I don't know. I don't think it is.